Beach City Drift. Obviously a play on words for the Tokyo Drift movie. Stevonnie is back! Yay! It's so awesome to see her again. Okay, so quick recap. So Kevin returns, a character who I thought we would never ever see again, but Rebecca Sugar proves us all wrong. Kevin comes back, and Steven, Connie see him, and of course Kevin's acting like a pompous, entitled jerk. Steven is, of course, still pissed about the last time they met and explained to Greg what happened, that the last time they saw Kevin, he asked Stevonnie to dance, and they said no, and he did not respect their boundaries, and it was really uncomfortable. A lesson other guys can live by. If a woman says no, she means it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and it's not a maybe. It's a no. No means no for a reason. Kevin mentions a race that he's going to get to, and Stevonnie decides to crash the party. So Stevonnie decides to race Kevin in a Hyundai Supremo, a car I've never heard of until this episode. I've seen Kevin's model car, but not a Hyundai Supremo. And apparently it's really good for racing. One of the weird things, it's nitpicking, but Kevin and Stevonnie were able to talk throughout the race at like normal volume, and it's like you have the roar of a sports car engine, and those things are pretty loud. Not to mention you're going down a long stretch of road, which can also get pretty loud with the rushing wind. And how the hell are you able to talk to each other so normally? But regardless, Stevonnie asks Kevin why he's such a creep, and Kevin spews this nonsense about him having a sick brother and how he's the way he is because of his brother's illness, and of course he's lying through his teeth. It's just such a creep. I don't know who's worse, Marty or Kevin. Like, they're both terrible in their own ways. I really don't know who's worse. You decide who's worse. Who is worse, Marty or Kevin? Because I really cannot pick. They both suck. Anyway, during the race, Stevonnie starts to once again have starts kind of hyperventilating. Not really hyperventilating, but having kind of a hallucination dream. It's the same thing that happened when they first fused, when the pressure was starting to get to them. Stevonnie really is great. It's just when the pressure starts getting to her, then she breaks apart. Stevonnie tells Steven that, what are they doing? Steven says they're trying to beat him. But Connie says, why does he have any right to tell us how we should feel? He's the reason we're racing. He's the reason we fused. And Steven says that, oh my gosh, we are obsessed. And so they decide to fuse again just to finish the race. Not for Kevin, but for themselves. They start to get ahead of Kevin. And of course, we have this really beautiful shot of Beach City. And it's gorgeously painted. It's lovely. I believe Steven Sugar, Rebecca Sugar's brother, is the one who paints all of the backgrounds. Well done, sir. Very nice. You really know how to do lighting. So they're about to reach the finish line, but of course Kevin cheats, and he obviously has nitrous in his car, giving him the extra boost to get ahead and win. And Ronaldo gives the best line of the episode. Kevin is the worst. Boo! Truer words have never been spoken, Ronaldo. Truer words. Stevonnie takes the loss within stride, saying, hey, second place isn't bad for our first time driving a car. And Stevonnie drives off into the not the sunset. Well, they just drive off. And Kevin thinks that Kevin's yelling at them that they're still obsessed with him. What a loser. This episode is really nice. It's story-wise, obviously, like Steven floats or Lars, it doesn't do anything. but for just an episode in of itself, it's really good. The backgrounds were of course really nice. Seeing Stevonnie again is always a treat. Having her talk, I mean, she had a quick cameo, and we need to talk, but no lines there. The characterization in this episode is extremely good. I doubt Kevin is going to change, probably never. I'm sure he's going to just be Stevonnie's specific foil. There's not much to talk about in this episode. I mean, I don't have any critiques aside from that one little thing with them just talking normally with each other. And it seemed like the windows were up too, so it was a little strange. Aside from that, nothing out of the ordinary. There was nothing to behold aside from just the story itself. The story was really strong. Yeah, not much to say about this episode, really. Everything about it was great. Nothing really to mention about it. I'm sure that's terrible for the last video. I'm sure it's terrible for my last video of the day, but really, what is there to say about this episode other than it was fantastic? Well, I will see all of you Friday. I shall see all of you Friday for the next 3 episodes of Summer with Steven. So long!